Hello students, in the last lecture we have started the chapter chemical bonding. So today we continue that chapter and new terms hybridization we will see in this lecture. See hybridization. In the last lecture we have seen the characteristics of valence bond theory. The valence bond theory explain well in the formation of covalent bond by the overlap of orbitals in case of simple molecules like H2, F2, HF, etc. According, the maximum number of covalent bonds which an atom can form equals to number of unpaired electrons present in its valence shell. See, in most of the formation of compound like hydrogen, fluorine, HF, there is a rule according to the valence bond theory that the maximum number of covalent bond that particular atom can form is always equal to its number of unpaired electron. But the theory does not explain how beryllium forms two covalent bond and how boron form. See, beryllium and boron and some carbon, there are some elements. In this element, the number of covalent bonds is not equal to number of unpaired electrons. So we will see how this happens. So this valence bond theory does not explain how beryllium forms two covalent bond. Actually beryllium there should not form any covalent bond because already has completed its duplet. Boron also, boron is having only one unpaired electron. So it can able to form only one covalent bond. But in formation of BF3, boron trifluoride, we will see that boron can form three covalent bond with fluorine. So how this happen? Actually there is a capacity of only one unpaired electron. So it should form only one covalent bond. But how it forms three covalent bond? See, trivalency. Carbon shows tetravalency in spite of their electronic configuration. Example BeH2, BF3, CH4, CCl4 etc. Beryllium is having the electronic configuration 1s2 2s2. Means there are no unpaired electrons. So there should not be any covalent bond in beryllium according to the valence bond theory. Boron 1s2 2s2 2p1. It has only one unpaired electron. So boron can form only one covalent bond. Carbon 1s2 2s2 2px1 2py1 means it can able to form only two covalent bond. But it forms tetravalent means it has capacity to form four covalent bond. In order to explain the observed valency in these and such other compounds, a concept of hybridization was put forward. So to explain the limitation of valence bond theory, hybridization concept was put forward. It was suggested that one electron in 2s orbital is promoted to empty 2p orbital. Thus, in the excited state, beryllium, boron and carbon have 2, 3 and 4 half-filled orbital respectively. Actually what happens? In 2s orbital there are two electrons. So from 2s orbital one electron jumps into the empty orbitals. And because of this empty orbital, now in case of beryllium there will be now two unpaired electron. In boron there will be three unpaired electron. And in carbon there will be four unpaired electron. So now they can form the covalent bond accordingly 2, 3 and 4 respectively. Electronic configuration in excited state. See, beryllium 1s2 2s2. So from 2s orbital one is electron, it jump into 2p orbital. Now see, now in beryllium you can see that there are two unpaired electrons. Boron 1s2 2s. From 2s orbital one electron is shifted to or jump into 2py orbital. So now in boron there are three unpaired electrons. So it can form three covalent bond. In case of carbon 1s2, from 2s orbital one electron jumps into 2pz orbital and now you can see in carbon there are four unpaired electrons. So four covalent bond can be formed by carbon. In the excited state, beryllium, boron and carbon have 2, 3 and 4 half-filled orbitals. So beryllium, boron and carbon can form 2, 3 and 4 bond respectively. This concept helps to understand how beryllium forms 2 bonds whereas boron and carbon forms 3 and 4 bonds respectively. But it cannot explain how all bonds have same bond length and bond strength. For example, in BeF2, beryllium will use one s and one half-filled p orbital to overlap with 2 half-filled p orbitals on fluorine. So, in the molecule there will be one sp bond and one pp bond, which will not be equal strength, but actually both FeF bonds are the same strength. Similar situation is seen in BF3, BH3, CH4, CCl4. In CH4, all bonds are equal strength, although the overlaps are between s, px, py and pz orbitals of carbon and s orbital of hydrogen. Experimentally, all CH bond lengths, bond strength and bond angles are found to be identical. This can be explained using the another concept, hybridization, in the valence bond theory. This concept helps to explain the observed structural properties of many molecules. Hybridization refers to mixing of valence orbital of same atom and recasting them into equal number of new equivalent orbitals called hybrid orbitals. So, to make the correction in the valence bond theory, hybridization concept was put forward. And in hybridization, what happens? There is a mixing of valence orbital of same atom and recasting them into equal number of new orbitals called hybrid orbitals. Steps in hybridization. First step is formation of excited state and second mixing and recasting orbitals. Formation of the excited state. The paired electrons in the ground state are uncoupled and one electron is promoted to a vacant orbital having slightly higher energy. Now, total number of half-filled orbital is equal to valency of the element in the stable compound. Example in BeF2, beryllium fluoride, valency of beryllium is 2. In the excited state, one electron from 2s orbital is uncoupled and promoted to 2p orbital. Now in ground state, it has 1s2, 2s2 electronic configuration, and in excited state what happens? One electron from 2s orbital is shifted to 2p x orbital. So now there are now two unpaired electrons. So now it can form the compound BeF2 or BeH2 or BeCl2, beryllium fluoride, beryllium hydride and beryllium chloride. So in excited state what happens? One electron from nearest orbital it jumps into the empty orbital and number of unpaired electrons are automatically increases. Second step is mixing and recasting. In this step, the two s and p orbitals having slightly different energy mix with each other. Redistribution of electron density and energy takes place and two new orbitals having exactly same shape and energy are formed. Mixing in this step, actually two orbitals of slightly different energy. See, mixing takes place between the two orbitals having nearly same energy or slightly different energy. If there is a more difference in the energy, so the mixing cannot take place. So mixing of s and p orbital, distribution of electron density and energy takes place and two new orbitals are formed. These new orbitals arrange themselves in space in such a way that there is a minimum repulsion and maximum separation between them. So during the formation of sp hybrid orbital, as in beryllium, the two sp hybrid orbitals are at 180 degree. So mixing and recasting takes place in such a way that minimum repulsion and maximum separation should be there. Now conditions for hybridization. Orbitals belonging to the same atom can participate in the hybridization. Both the electrons which are participating in the hybridization, they should have a same energy. If the energy is different or the electrons are of different atom, hybridization cannot take place. Second condition is that orbitals having nearly same energy can undergo hybridization. So 2s and 2p orbitals undergo hybridization, but 3s and 2p orbitals do not, because there is a great difference in energy between 3s and 2p orbitals. So hybridization should take place always between the two orbitals having the same energy. Now we'll see the characteristic features of hybrid orbitals. See, first characteristic features, number of hybrid orbitals formed is exactly the same as participating atomic orbitals. See, this is very important characteristic, that the number of hybrid orbitals are exactly same which are participating in the atomic orbitals. Second, they have same energy and shape. Third, hybrid orbitals are oriented in space in such a way that there is a minimum repulsion and thus they are directional in nature. Fourth, the hybrid orbitals are different in shape from the participating atomic orbitals, but they bear the characteristics of atomic orbitals which they are derived. And each hybrid orbitals can hold 2 electrons with opposite spin. This is very important condition, that each orbital should have 2 electrons with opposite spin, one in forward direction and second in upward, downward and upward direction, or angular clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. Next is, a hybrid orbital has 2 lobes on the 2 sides of nucleus. One lobe is large and other is small. See, when hybridization takes place, p orbitals are having the 2 lobes. Starting they have same size, but when the hybridization takes place, one lobe should be large and second should be small. Covalent bonds formed by hybrid orbitals are stronger than those formed by pure orbitals, because the hybrid orbital has electron density concentrated on the side with a large lobe and other is small, allowing greater overlap of the orbital. See, this condition is also, this characteristics is very important, that covalent bond formed by hybrid orbitals are stronger than by pure orbitals, because the hybrid orbital has electron density concentrated on with larger lobe and small with the other orbital. Types of hybridization and geometry of molecule. Different types of hybrid orbitals are obtained from the atomic orbitals that participate in hybridization. S and p orbitals can hybridize to form following hybrid orbitals: sp3, sp2 and sp. So there are 3 types of hybridization: sp3 hybridization, sp2 hybridization and sp hybridization. First we will see the sp3 hybridization. In this type, sp3 means what? 1s and 3p orbitals are mixed with each other. In this type, 1s and 3p orbitals having comparable energy. Comparable energy means what? They nearly have same energy, or if there is any difference, that should be small. They mix and recast to form 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals. It should be remembered that s orbital is spherically symmetrical, while px, py, pz orbitals have 2 lobes and are directed along x, y and z axis respectively. S and p orbital, their shape are different. S is having spherical shape, while p orbitals are in dumbbell shape. So hybridization takes place between s and p orbitals. The four sp3 hybrid orbitals formed are equivalent in energy and shape. They have one large lobe and one small lobe. They are of at angle of 109 degree 28 minutes with each other in space and point towards the corners of the tetrahedron. Methane, ammonia, water are the examples where the orbitals are on central atom undergo sp3 hybridization. See, in the diagram it shows that first is s orbital and the three are dumbbell shaped p orbitals having two lobes. They mix and recast and to form four sp3 hybrid orbitals. So this is the sp3 hybridization. In sp3 hybridization, we will see the formation of methane molecule. Ground state electronic configuration of carbon is 1s2. Carbon is having the atomic number 6. So its electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py1 and pz0. In order to form four equivalent bond with hydrogen, the 2s and 2p orbital undergo hybridization. See, यहाँ 2s and 2p orbitals are undergoing the hybridization. Electronic configuration of carbon 1s, 2s, 2p ground state, and in excited state, one electron from 2s orbital jumps into the empty 2pz orbital. Now, sp3 hybridization, sp3 hybrid orbitals contain one 2s and three 2p orbitals. One electron from 2s orbital of carbon atom is excited to the 2pz orbital. Then the four orbitals, now 2s, px, py, pz, mix and recast to form four new sp3 hybrid orbitals having same shape and equal energy. They are maximum apart and have tetrahedral geometry. Each hybrid orbital contains one unpaired electron. Each of these sp3 hybrid orbitals with one electron overlap coaxially with 1s orbital of hydrogen atom to form CH sigma bond. You know that the sigma bond is formed when there is a coaxial overlapping takes place. Thus, in CH4 molecule, we have 4 CH bond formed by the sp3s overlap. One s orbital of hydrogen and sp3 hybrid orbital of carbon to form methane molecule. Second, sp2 hybridization. This hybridization involves the mixing of 1s and 2p orbitals to give 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals of same energy and shape. See, in sp2 hybridization, 1s and 2p orbitals are participating. The three orbitals are maximum apart and oriented at an angle of 120 degree and are in one plane. The third p orbital does not participate in hybridization and remains at right angle to the plane of sp2 hybrid orbitals. BF3, C2H4 molecule are the examples of sp2 hybridization. Formation of C2H4 molecule. These molecules contain two carbon atoms, each bound to two hydrogen. Each carbon atom undergo sp2 hybridization. One s orbital and two p orbitals on carbon hybridize to form three sp2 hybrid orbitals of equal energy and symmetry. See, in sp3 hybridization, we have seen that there are four new hybrid orbitals are formed. Now, in sp2 hybridization, there are three new hybrid orbitals of equal energy and symmetry are formed. Two sp2 hybrid orbital overlap coaxially. Two s orbitals of hydrogen to form sp2s sigma bond. The unhybridized p orbital on the two carbon atom overlap laterally to form pi bond. See, in formation of ethene molecule, the one bond is pi and one is sigma. Thus, in C2H4 molecule has four sp2s sigma bond and one sp2 sigma bond, one pp, that is pi bond. Electronic configuration of carbon in ground state 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. In excited state 1s2, 2s1, 2p3. sp2 hybridization takes place between 2s, 2px, 2py. 2pz remain unhybridized, and that unhybridized orbitals can form a pi bond, that is weak bond formed. Formation of boron trifluoride BF3. Need of hybridization. Observed valency of boron in BF3 is 3 and its geometry is triangular planar, which can be explained on the basis of sp2 hybridization. sp2 hybridization of boron atom. In BF3 molecule, central boron atom undergo sp2 hybridization. The ground state electronic configuration of boron, atomic number 5, 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz, 0. To explain the valency of boron in BF3, one electron from 2s orbital of boron is uncoupled and promoted to vacant 2py orbital. The excited state electronic configuration now becomes 1s2, 2s1, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz. The three orbitals 2s, 2px, 2py of boron undergo sp2 hybridization to form three sp2 hybrid orbitals of equivalent energy with one oriented along the three corners of an equilateral triangle making an angle of 120 degree. Thus, boron in hybridized state has electronic configuration 1s2 and 3 hybrid orbitals. Orbital overlap. Each sp2 hybrid orbital of boron atom having unpaired electron overlaps axially with half-filled 2pz orbital of fluorine atom containing electron with opposite spin to form 3bf sigma bond and sp2p type of overlap. Bond angle. Each FBF bond angle in BF3 is 120 degree. Geometry of BF3 molecule is trigonal planar. Now sp hybridization. In this type, 1s and 1p orbital undergo mixing and recasting to form two sp hybrid orbitals of same energy and shape. In sp hybridization, 1s 1p orbital are mixing to form two hybrid orbital. The two hybrid orbitals are placed at an angle of 180 degree. Other two p orbitals do not participate and they are forms pi bond. So example is ethylene molecule CH triple bond CH. In that two bonds are sigma and one bond is pi bond. These molecules contain two carbon and two hydrogen atom. Each carbon atom undergo sp hybridization. 1s and 1p orbitals mix and recast to give two sp hybrid orbitals arranged in 180 degree to each other. Out of two sp hybrid orbital of carbon, one can form sigma bond, and while remaining two other sp hybrid orbital, they form pi bond. So they overlap with sp hybrid orbital of other carbon atom to form sp-sp sigma bond, and CH sigma bond is formed. The remaining two unhybridized p orbital overlap laterally to form pp pi bond. So there are three bonds between two carbon atom, carbon-carbon sigma and carbon-carbon pi bond 2, and fourth sp-s sigma bond between C and H. Satisfy the 4 valency of carbon. So electronic configuration of carbon in ground state 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. In excited state 1s2, 2s1, 2p3. And sp hybridization takes place between 2s and 2p, and 2py, 2pz are used in the formation of pi bond. Importance of valence bond theory. This theory concept, delocalization of electron over the two nuclei, shielding effect of electron, covalent character of bond, partial ionic character of covalent bond, and the concept of resonance and connection between the resonance energy and molecular stability. So now this much part we have completed in this lecture, that is the hybridization, 3 types of hybridization with example. In the next lecture we will continue this chapter. Okay, thank you.